Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly Soul Connections reading. And so this is going to be for the date, which is today, Monday, January 7th, going all the way until Sunday, January 13th. And when I say soul connection, what that means is it's anybody that you are having a soul connection with. You could label this person as a twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic partnership. Maybe at the end of the day, you don't even know what kind of a connection that you have. And what I want to say is, does it really matter? To me, not really. You're having a soul connection with another human being, and you're trying to navigate through that. You're trying to figure it out. And maybe you are on a particular journey just to discover that maybe the person that you thought you were dealing with really just turned out to be a big fat no big deal, right? But maybe you are attracted to, let's just say, the twin flame journey to work that out. So there's all types of people that could be watching my videos, and I wanted to make my weekly readings more accessible to a bigger audience for people that may or may not be dealing with a certain type of a partner, or people that are dealing with maybe a variety of different people. So is Mystic Moon still going to be doing twin flame readings? Absolutely. I think when I had posted my last video, a lot of people misunderstood what I was saying. I'm just not going to be labeling the weekly readings that I'm doing as twin flame only. I really wanted to open myself up and broaden my horizons. But I will still be tapping into twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine for those of you that have been following me for a while, since I started my channel back in November 2018. I'm sorry, 2017, right? Hell, I don't even know. Yeah, okay, 2017. I read all last year. That's right. Now we're in 2019. Okay, so anyways, with that being said, I will go ahead and just let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle the cards. And before we get started, I actually wanted to take the time to thank a person who had just sent me the most wonderful gift. And also, I want to say, before I even get started with anything specific, there's a lot of you that have not only, donated to my channel, sent me wonderful gifts through my Amazon wish list. Some of you have even gone different routes to send me things, which I just absolutely love and appreciate so much. You don't know how much it's touched my heart. So I just want to say thank you very, very much to everybody that has done that. And even to the people that have just sent me wonderful messages, just telling me, how much I have changed certain aspects of their thinking, the readings that I do, and just how I've helped them in some sort of way. And so I just want you guys to know, if I have not gotten back to you, I'm extremely backed up when it comes to my email communication right now. It seems to be my biggest thorn in my side right now. And it's not a negative. I just mean that it's hardest for me to get through, to sit down with those emails, because it requires a lot of energy for me to respond to each person. I don't want to be an automatic type of situation where I'm just like saying, thanks, generic. I want to do more than that. But what happens is then people don't get emailed back at all. So I'm trying to change that right now. I was also on vacation for the last 2 weeks, even though, yes, I was posting videos here and there. I didn't post as frequently as I would have, and plus I was on vacation, and so I was not able to get back to everybody in a good amount of time. So anyways, I'm going to stop blabbing about that. I plan to hopefully get back to all of you that are still waiting on a response from me. So I got a beautiful gift. This right here is a divine masculine and feminine bracelet, or I should say a masculine and feminine energy bracelet, okay? So the black represents the masculine, the white represents the feminine, and I'm going to read it to you. This is from a company called Rising Sun Oracle. She has an Instagram page, and I will go ahead and link that in the description box below. So this is a combination bracelet. It is connected. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's got all these different things, like a little charm here that says made with love. And these little symbols here, I'm sure that they mean something specific, but this is glass is what it is. And it really feels nice and sturdy, very well made. It's called the Yin/Yang, the lovers, white and black glass. So the white glass represents purity and innocence. It promotes cohesiveness and unity in relationships. It helps to illuminate the unknown or unseen and removes inhibitions. It represents feminine gender and energy used to manifest the goddess within. It represents birth and regeneration. So the black glass, it represents security, transformation, protection from evil, and cures self-doubt. So I love that you can also use this bracelet to block out negativity. I love that. Represents the male gender and energy and offers protection and safety from enemies. Love that. Relieves fears of physical harm. It gives you a sense of well-being and power. It aids with feeling secure, daring, and deepening your connection to the physical. So let me tell you, I have been wearing this since I got it just a few days ago, and I can already feel a difference in my life. I feel more balanced within my masculine and feminine energy. I'm usually operating more out of my masculine side. Of course, when it's that time of month, that's a little bit different. I'm very feminine, but I really feel that, during one of my phases here, that I was able to really keep my emotions a lot more in check and more grounded. So I just want to let you guys know that this is definitely an amazing bracelet. If you guys are interested in it, I'll put everything in the description box below. So thank you so much, Michelle, who is the creator of these bracelets. This is Rising Sun Oracle, and she's also an intuitive card reader as well. So if you guys want to check her out for that too. All right, you guys, let's get into this reading for today. So what I am going to do, which I didn't do last time, instead of saying this person, I'm going to do masculine and feminine energies. Now, masculine and feminine is not just a twin flame term, even though we will use that description to represent, divine masculine, divine feminine. So I'll just be saying feminine and masculine. So if you are a masculine energy watching this video, this could be your energy. Maybe the person that you're watching this video for is the masculine energy. So that's the way to take the messages today. So we're going to go ahead and start with the masculine energy. This right here is called the Sacred Circle Tarot. So I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle these cards, and I'm going to combine this tarot deck with an oracle deck to get some additional messages. So we're going to take a look at the overall energy of the masculine this week. The overall energy of the masculine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine it with the energy oracle cards for an oracle message. All right, you guys, let's get started. Overall energy for the masculine. We have the shaman, which is the hermit's energy. Okay, so the hermit obviously it's a very spiritual card, but it's a quiet card. It's somebody who may be withdrawn. They may be going into their hermit mode, hermit shell, going within for answers. Maybe the masculine this week is going to be more introspective, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and get a oracle card for this. Interesting, we have the Angel of Love, which is beautiful. So the Angel of Love is about loving other people, loving yourself. We've got this pink, it's all in that pink rose quartz energy. So this is definitely about love. It's also about healing as well. So I'm really getting that the masculine this week is really focused on either going within and really nurturing himself. And when I say he, this could be a she as well. This is just masculine energy. But yeah, definitely going within to do some self-soothing and some self-love. And an angel is specifically with the masculine this week in order to aid in this very spiritual process. Really helping the masculine to basically heal and, just like I just said, go within and to discover something. So I think that's beautiful energy for the masculine so far. So why don't we go ahead and tap into the feminine's energy. We're going to also use the energy oracle for that. But let's go ahead and go into the Mary L Tarot for the feminine. Mary L Tarot for the feminine's energy this week. All right. Feminine's overall energy for the week. Interesting, we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is actually a really fantastic energy, and it's more of a masculine energy. So that's kind of interesting to me. So the King of Discs here is somebody who is really thinking about their material assets. They're thinking about who they are in the material world. They could be very focused on their finances. They could be focused on their career. They could be focused on their physical body even. The discs are earth energy, and earth energy can represent all of those things of the physical world. So why don't we go ahead and get an oracle card to kind of clarify this information. Oh, look at this, rest and rejuvenation. What's very interesting is that the masculine and the feminine this week are really in this energy of kind of a calm energy, because I see the King of Discs as somebody who is, as you can see here, this King of Discs is sitting there, and he's just, eating that apple, and he's just relaxed. He's relaxed in all of his abundance, and we have rest and rejuvenation now for the feminine. So there's definitely this energy here of maybe not a lot of activity. Yes, this is a physical card, but it's not like a wands card where we're charging ahead, or we've got a lot of energy and focus, on succeeding. And yes, there's focus on the material world, but it's more of an energy like king status, sitting on your throne, feeling really good, just kind of like feeling very comfortable in your assets, feeling comfortable in your environment, that sort of thing. So I definitely see this energy of the feminine just kind of sitting back and really taking some time to take care of herself, and really seeing, the abundance that's around her, and feeling really good at where she's at, feeling in charge of her life in some sort of way. And the masculine is going within in order to either have some sort of epiphany or some sort of understanding of life, maybe love, trying to figure out what he wants when it comes to love. So there's definitely a similar energy, but different is what I'm getting here. So this is really good. I really like this energy for the masculine and the feminine this week. So why don't we go ahead and go into some energies of the connection. What are some energies of the connection? And so let's go ahead and tap into these are the Twin Flame Oracle cards that I created. And if you guys are interested, I'll put a link in the description box below. Okay, so what are the energies of the connection this week? We have self-worth. So again, there's definitely a lot of energy that is about the self, not only for the masculine, but the feminine this week. Both people are really trying to just kind of love themselves more, work on themselves more, really take time to take care of themselves more. We have unawakened. Yeah, I really feel here that the masculine's energy is a little bit in this energy here of really needing to wake up, really needing to have some sort of an epiphany, needing to go within for the answers. This does not mean that somebody is fully unawakened. It just means that they're trying to wake up to some sort of an answer, or like I said, have some sort of an epiphany. So there's somebody that's trying to figure something out. This could also be for the feminine as well, as the feminine is going within. She's doing some introspective work as well, because they're trying to wake up to some sort of factor about this connection. So it could be that either, the feminine is trying to wake up to something, and it may be through self-work and taking care of herself that she is going to actually wake up to some sort of aspect or some sort of an answer to this connection or to the situation. So I'm seeing that it's through self-discovery and self-work that we are awakening to some factor. Interesting. Now we have action. So like I said, the energy of both these individuals this week is really not really a lot of action. So I think that this is interesting that now, after we go through this energy of self-worth and we wake up to something, now we can take some sort of an action. Whereas we were not taking action before, now we're wanting to take action on this connection. So let's see what this action may have to do with. Okay, yeah, it's like getting into the vibrations of this. Are we on the same vibration? Are we on the same level? So it's like, what I'm getting mostly from this reading is that when both people take the time to work on themselves and do self-soothing and self-care, they awaken up to becoming onto the same vibration and taking action because of the vibration that they are operating in now. Okay. Yeah. Whereas there was maybe no communication before, I'm seeing something changing. I'm seeing the vibration. If you guys are in no contact with this person, I'm seeing something change. And I'm seeing that it's the more that you just kind of focus on you and take care of you, this helps the other person to come out of this unawakened state. It helps the other person to find their voice. Your vibration has a lot to do with this connection. So if you're feeling super crappy about this connection and you're feeling down in the dumps to where you're not taking care of yourself and you're depressed and you're sad, I'm getting that this vibration is not helping the connection. So I'm really getting here from Spirit that you really need to pull yourself out of lower vibrational energy. And when you do that, this might cause the other person to come out of this unawakened, mute, not speaking, non-action energy. So I'm seeing a shift that can take place this week when it comes to one person's vibrations will help the other person's vibrations to also match later on. So I'm seeing it's a process this week. It doesn't mean that nothing will happen. It just means that there's a process going on this week within your connection. How you're feeling has a lot to do with how the other person is responding to you, if that makes sense. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at some of the challenges here, okay? We're going to specifically go into some challenges with the masculine and the feminine. So the two decks I'm going to be using is Twin Flame Shadows as as well as this light and dark tarot. All right, let's go ahead and get a shadow for the masculine energy. We have self-indulgence. And, you know, the thing is, there's a lot of cards that are coming through about the self, okay? That's what I see the Hermit does. The Hermit is somebody who's going within, taking care of themselves. It's a very single energy card. We just had self-worth and now we have self-indulgence. So this really tells me here that sometimes people need to be self-indulgent. So yes, this is coming through as a blockage or a shadow, but it could be that the masculine has not taken time for himself in a long time. And so this is a time for him. This is a time for him to basically get to know himself. Maybe the masculine has been connected to people pleasing, or maybe they've been in a very long drawn out relationship and now it's a time for them to take some time to heal. And so this could be something that the doctor has already, Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is an energy here of immaturity. It's an energy of not being able to offer something right now. So I just see that the masculine this week is really going to need to be a little bit more self-indulgent. Now, of course, the self-indulgence could come across to the other person, the feminine, as being selfish, somebody who doesn't care. And yes, there definitely is that energy here because it's coming through as a blockage. It's coming through as a challenge. Maybe the masculine is acting immature. Maybe they are, being a little too selfish or self-indulgent this week, not really caring how their actions affect other people. But what I'm seeing is that sometimes we need to go through that in order to come out the other side. And with the Hermit being here for the masculine this week, I feel like that's a pretty good indicator that whatever this energy is, it's going to kind of burn out for the masculine, and he's going to be able to turn that self-indulgent energy and to calm down with the Hermit's energy this week. So I think that that's actually really good. So let's go ahead and see for the feminine, what is the challenge or blockage? We have unstable. So the unstable energy is definitely that energy that says that, we're feeling maybe a little unstable. But see, we have the King of Pentacles here. So this is a prime example of energies. This is a prime example of, if you're feeling good this week, you do not have to tap into that unstable energy. Something may cross your path this week that makes you feel, oh shit, all my progress and everything that I have been doing is just all going to shit now. And you put your hands up in the air, and that's why I chose this image. It literally looks like somebody's just like, barfing up water, because it's just like the dam is breaking. Now, this is not an energy that says this is going to happen, but there may be a challenging emotion or something that happens or doesn't happen this week with the masculine that causes you to feel unstable. Now, unstable could mean that you just feel like you want to rush in, you want to do something, you have this surge of energy that causes you to just want to go forth and do something, and you're not logically or practically dealing with it. You're just wanting to go full force into your emotions. This could be a challenge for you this week, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, so it's just kind of like a little bit of a warning to watch out for that energy. Yeah, see, Seven of Cups, it's no good. It means that it's a fantasy. It means that your energies will not be stable enough to make a decision. So if you're wanting to take some sort of an action this week with the masculine, you're wanting to communicate something, I got a lot of emotion here. This right here is saying that there's too much confusion. There's too many things going on. It's best to not make a decision when you're in that kind of an energy. So if you're feeling unstable this week, hold back. If you're feeling like you want to just fly off the handle, don't. If you are wanting to react towards something and just basically fly off the handle and let that let that dam break, it's probably best not to do that this week. That's just all I'm getting here from Spirit. It's a warning for the feminine. Because the masculine is in a self-indulgent, selfish energy, immature energy, not getting it. So you're dealing with somebody who's not getting it. You're dealing with somebody, and it's not to absolve the masculine of not knowing between wrong and right. But the thing is that sometimes we react towards people that we think that they know what's happening, that we think that they get it. And sometimes they just don't get it. They're not operating with a full set of tools like maybe you are. And so we're reacting towards them in a way that we are thinking about ourselves. Like we're thinking that they should know better. And in some cases, some people just don't. They're only at their own level of understanding. And when you're dealing with somebody who's at their own level of understanding and it's completely different than yours, it's going to be just fire and water. It's just not going to mesh. You know what I mean? It's just not going to work very well. So it doesn't mean that this can never change between you and the masculine if you're a feminine watching this video. This just means that there's no reason to have a fury of emotions here, because what you're seeing may not be exactly what you're seeing, because this is a card also of illusion, of fantasy. What we're thinking or what we're fantasizing about, there might not be any grounds for that. It might not be grounded in reality. So we need to make sure that our emotions don't run away this week with us when it comes to this masculine energy, because the masculine looks like he's in a kind of a little bit, like I said, a selfish, self-indulgent, or just kind of a clueless energy this week. So try not to react off of this energy, because it's really coming from a place of ignorance. That's just what I'm getting here, you guys. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. So again, it doesn't mean that this is going to happen for everybody. If you find yourself, though, feeling unstable this week, whether or not you just want to rush in or you just want to react, maybe don't. That's all this reading is saying. That's all it's saying. So why don't we go ahead and go into some energies here of how the masculine is viewing the feminine this week. That's always something that people want to know. How is the masculine viewing the feminine this week? What kind of energies are coming through for that? So we'll go ahead and tap back into the masculine stack here. And what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? So these are thoughts or words, and this is called the Twin Flame Messages deck that I created. How's the masculine viewing the feminine this week? We have the Ten of Wands. What's very interesting about the Ten of Wands being in the reverse position is that if you have been dealing with a masculine who has felt very burdened, or they had a lot of burdens, or they ended things with you because things got to be too much, it was too intense, whatever the situation was. Maybe they even told you, I just can't deal with this. This energy here is lightning. It's lightning. The load is lightning for the masculine for some reason when it comes to the feminine. So he's not viewing you as much as a burden is what I'm getting if you're a feminine watching this. The masculine is not viewing the feminine as much as a burden, or he doesn't feel as burdened by his emotions, or maybe some sort of an outrage or fight or some kind of a discontentment between the two of you. I miss you regardless of how things seem. I really love that. And so this is an indication here. The masculine wants the feminine to know this week that, things are lightening for him. He's not as angry, or he's not as overwhelmed, or he's not as repelled, or whatever has happened between, the two of you. He misses you regardless of how things seem. So even if he has cut you off, even if he has basically had to let you go, or has stopped talking to you, or ghosted you, or whatever, there are aspects of you that he still does miss and still does think about. So there's something that the masculine is wanting you to know this week, regardless of how appearances are. Now remember, see, the appearances may be it may be an illusion. The illusion that the masculine is just basically in this self-indulgent, selfish energy. Again, this is behavior. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily who the masculine is. So again, don't become unstable by what you are seeing, because what you are seeing may be an illusion. He is telling you, I miss you regardless of how things seem. And his load is lightening. He's not feeling as burdened for some reason when it comes to the feminine this week. So he's not feeling as heavy, which is great. And that might be now that the energy has shifted. Now remember, the vibrations really matter this week, you guys. And so somebody kind of taking more action towards themselves, it may be enough of a vibrational shift for somebody's energy to now suddenly lift. And now the masculine is suddenly thinking about the feminine. Do you see? So it's kind of interesting that when all of a sudden you let go of somebody, it seems like the other person's like, they feel it, they know it. I'm not saying this is going to happen for everyone, but it's interesting how that seems to happen when suddenly you're just basically taking care of yourself and you're just not worried about the other person anymore. The other person will feel this energy and go, oh God, I wonder, I haven't heard from such and such in a while, or I haven't seen them on social media in a while, or I just feel an energetic shift. You just feel it. And they're missing you. So that's really, really cool this week, you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the feminine's energy. How's the feminine viewing the masculine this week? Well, we have him coming through as the Knight of Discs, but in reverse. So the feminine really isn't seeing a lot of action for the masculine. The Knight of Discs, Knight of Pentacles, especially being in the reverse position, means dead halt. So she doesn't really see a lot of change. She doesn't really see the masculine either coming towards her or making any great strides. So again, I feel like that's important for the feminine to understand that regardless of how things seem, the masculine does miss you. That's pretty cool. So what does the feminine want to say, or what is she thinking when it comes to the masculine? Being apart has been life-changing for me. So the feminine is telling the masculine that this has been, her connection with him has been life-changing. You know, whether she's feeling negative about it or she's feeling positive about it, it's been life-changing. It's been an eye-opener for her. It's definitely been a very significant part of her growth and her development. This connection, knowing her masculine, dealing with her masculine, going through with whatever you guys have gone through, has definitely been life-changing for the feminine. And she is wanting her masculine to know that this week. She's really feeling the significance of this connection and really seeing it, how important it has been in her growth and on whatever journey she may be on. So people are really wanting each other to know that they do miss them regardless of how things seem. And this has definitely changed my life. But, you know, at the same time, I feel like something has definitely happened between you and this individual, whoever's watching the video here, that something has happened. There has either been some sort of an ending, or there was a crisis point, and there may have been a separation, and there's no action or there's no speaking right now. But things are changing this week. Things are vibrationally changing. And I really, really feel that the person that's watching this video, whether you're a masculine or a feminine, the key is to focus more on you and to basically take care of you first, which of course I'm always going to say that regardless of what messages come through. But you guys saw how it came through these cards today. A lot of cards on self-care and self-love. And we can already see that the angel of love is with the masculine, trying to guide him towards loving himself more. And we can already see with that self-indulgence card and the Page of Cups in the reverse position, there may be an issue that the masculine has with loving himself or loving others. And so that's why the angel is showing up this week very loud and clear for the masculine, helping to assist him in that area. But yeah, this definitely is an energy between two people where there's a care here. There's definitely a connection here, but people may be at a halt right now. And so that's just what's happening. But your vibration is really going to make all the difference in what happens with this connection moving forward. I apologize, you guys. My camera, I know this happened on my last video, but I have tape. And I know this is ridiculous, but I have tape that's literally holding my camera in place until I get a new tripod. And you would think that the vacation that I've had for the last 2 weeks that I would have gotten one, but I didn't. I didn't really do a lot that I was supposed to do. So let me just go ahead and straighten that real quick. I hope it doesn't happen again. All right. So why don't we go ahead now and take a look and see at some possible future energies. Okay. So what are some possible future energies on the horizon for this connection? Okay. So we're going to tap here into the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle that I created and just see what we got. And then we're going to get some advice from Spirit on this connection. Wow, we have 111. You are a magical creator. Your thoughts are beginning to manifest. I mean, definitely, there's something about energy. There's something about vibrations this week that have a lot to do with how things are turning out in this connection. So I just really feel like wherever you guys are at, whoever's watching this video, wherever you're at when it comes to this connection is going to create the next step. Now, it doesn't mean you're the only person in charge. Obviously, the other person, they have free will. They are creating things as well, and that might create towards this connection or against the connection. But regardless, you're a magical creator. Your thoughts are beginning to manifest. So if you're wanting more peace, if you're wanting more happiness in your life, you know, just as an individual, these things are going to show up for you here. And you're going to feel better. You're going to feel more relief with this connection is what I'm getting moving forward. I love it. Incubation, eggs. So yeah, exactly. This is about things that are growing over a period of time. This isn't something that's just going to happen like that. Yes, you're magically creating things. Things are beginning to manifest. But the thing is, it's the thoughts and the things that we've put out there already. So if the things, the thoughts, the vibrations that we were in before, it takes time for these things to shift. So this is basically a process, is what Spirit's saying. So incubation time. How do we want these eggs to crack? However long that is. I think it's a 29-day period or 30. I'm not sure. I don't know, 45 days maybe? I don't know. Sorry, you guys. All I know is that could be an indication of time. So however long it takes for eggs to crack, this could literally be when things are going to start to manifest in this connection or for you. Oh, and we have a gathering. We have two people maybe coming together, maybe having dinner, maybe having a gathering between friends. Some sort of breaking the bread kind of an energy here I'm seeing. So it could be that, and I'm just going to say 45 days for some reason, 30 to 45 days, it could be that there is something new that is created within this connection that changes things. The vibrations are different between the two people. Somebody's vibration is different, so somebody wants to make contact. Somebody wants to basically see that there's potential down the line for us to change or shift things in the future. So I definitely feel like there's an energy that's coming through as I want to get together. I want to maybe grow. Yeah, visions. This right here is like what you've envisioned is what you're creating. So if you've envisioned coming back together, if you have envisioned success with this connection, I'm actually seeing that you are creating this. Now, again, it's not taking the other person's free will off the table, but your energies are in alignment with moving forward in a positive way. So what you're envisioning is what you're creating. Last message. Yep, force. This card came up in another reading, but I'm not getting the same message at all. I'm just seeing you're a force to be reckoned with. So this is a very strong energy coming from the person that's watching this video. You're literally creating things when it comes to the next step or the next phase of this connection. So continue on with that energy, especially if it's in a very positive, high vibrational way, to where you're thinking about yourself, you're working on yourself, and this is causing a very empowered energy in you. And so it's causing forces to change. People that may have been against you before, as in this person, you're the masculine or feminine. Maybe somebody has been against this connection. Now suddenly they're for this connection. There's a major shift happening here this week. So it's important, whatever energy you're in this week, make sure that it's what you want. So if some of you don't want this person in your life, maybe this is going to be the force that's going to change the circumstances of the connection moving forward. But I see that the forces are with you this week when it comes to what you're envisioning and the energies of the things that you want to create. And I'm seeing that you want to create a gathering with this individual. You want to come together. You want to have a conversation. You want to break bread. You want to basically gather with them and you want to talk. And I'm seeing that this is a possibility here because we can already see that this person is starting to miss you. So if they weren't for a while, your energy shifting is actually causing them to feel something for you again. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So why don't we go ahead now and close up this reading and get some messages from Spirit, okay? So let's get some advice. So we're going to be using the Angel Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. Let's get some advice. Let's see. Look, you guys, now we have the Page of Water. Remember that masculine was in the Page of Water's energy, but in reverse. So there's this energy here where there's something about a relationship that is beginning a new phase. I mean, that's literally what it says. I'm going to read that. A relationship begins a new phase. So it could be that the angels are really indicating here, because remember, the angel of love is with the masculine right now, really helping the masculine to kind of go into himself, to self-heal, soothe, care. And maybe by being in that energy, it's really going to help the masculine to be a little bit more sensitive and to be a little bit more in his romantic energy. And that shift, that vibration that's going to take place is also being assisted by the feminine, because the feminine is shifting her vibration and energy, which creates this more open line of communication between her and that masculine. Very interesting. I love the way that these are coming through. See, what did I say? There's definitely the feminine here is in charge of, it's not in charge. The feminine has a really big effect on this connection this week. So you got a lot of power, feminines, this week is what I'm getting here. The more that you lavish yourself with abundance. Now, this Empress card really reminds me of a Queen of Pentacles, or in your case, a King of Pentacles. Maybe you have had to step out of your feminine energy and get into the masculine King of Pentacles energy to make some changes, to make some shifts in your life. Maybe you were heavily in the feminine energy and you were wallowing in this connection. You were spending all your time, being intuitively connected to it. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But sometimes when we spend way too much time in the feminine's energy, it's kind of like we don't even know what's real and what's not anymore. We're so in a state of like just dreamland that you can't get anything done. So it may be for some of you feminines out there that it literally took you to step into your masculine energy, and now you're getting balanced here. Now you're balanced again. Now you're actually feeling pretty good as a feminine again. You're feeling strong again. And I feel like you're standing on your own 2 feet this week. Now, Archangel Gabriel, to me as a reader, is the card, it's an angel of communication. So again, there is some kind of communication that I feel is taking place, and it's not even on an actual 3D level. It's on an energetic level between you and this masculine. And this masculine is picking up on this energy, and they're more receptive to it for some reason. So you've got a lot of power this week, feminine, is what I'm getting here from Spirit. Oh my God. Queen of Water. Exactly. Look at this. This is a match. Do you see how the feminine, she's in the Queen's energy. We already see it here. She's in the Empress's energy. She is tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, loving. Relationships are now deepening to a new level. She's trusting her intuition. So whatever is happening here, you're actually helping this masculine to raise his vibration and to open himself up to giving this connection either another chance or a second look, kind of reconsidering this connection this week. And why? Because you're in Queen energy. You are in your ultimate divine divine feminine energy. So you guys have really learned to either heal, take care of yourself, take back control of your life, balance out your energies. And because you've done that, it's like the masculine is seeing that this week. Now, I'm not saying that the masculine is going to do anything this week, but there is something that happens over a period of time for those of you that are tuned into this reading and resonating with these messages, that something looks to me like it's going to shift between 30 and 45 days between you and this masculine, or if you're a masculine, this feminine watching this video. That's freaking amazing. So we're going to get one last card for advice for the person watching this video. Last bit of advice. We have vision for a second time, you guys. This is not a coincidence. It's not. So I just want to bring that out again because I thought that was really, really important. Hold on, you guys. Where did I put it? Here we go. Visions. And now we have vision. So we're going to read it. Pay attention. There are signs, symbols, and messages divinely placed in our path to guide us in the right direction. Oh my God. This is how this deck was created. How I created it was with signs that sometimes show up on our path in order for us to basically know that we're on the right path, or to give us some sort of an indication of things. So the things that came through, okay? If you guys are seeing ones, 111, 1111, this right here is a confirmation that you are going to manifest what it is that you desire. If you guys see eggs, this is a reminder here that something is in the incubation stage. Something is growing. Something is beginning to manifest here. Okay, it's beginning. There's something about a new beginning here. We have force, hammer. This is like a sledgehammer though. This could be any kind of hammer though. Maybe if you guys see hammer, this is just definitely this indication here. It's like a reminder that you're a force to be reckoned with, that you're not going down, that you're basically going to claim the happiness and the life that you want. Now, of course, when it comes to other people, again, this person does have the free will to stay stuck and not choose this connection. But what I'm getting here is that you're raising your vibration and you're going towards the things that you want. So you're going to attract, whether it's them or someone else, to you. All I know is that you're attracting things because you're in a really good vibration. You're a force to be reckoned with this week. That's what I'm getting here. You're a force to be reckoned with what you're trying to create right now. And I see a gathering. You are going to be coming together with that person that you're wanting to come together with. You're going to be breaking bread. You're going to be sitting there having a wonderful meal and conversation with a like-minded individual that's in your same vibration. So do you see how I said it? Do you see how I said that, not necessarily this person? Yes, it could be them. I really feel like it is because we're tapped into their energy. But if it's not, what I'm getting here from Spirit is that you are coming together with the right person that's for you within the next 30 to 45 days. So keep your visions crystal clear. Keep paying attention to the signs that you're getting on your path. This is guiding you to the correct person in order to have a new connection, like a rebirthed connection, a brand new phase in a relationship, a brand new phase in a connection that maybe you thought was gone and dead and over with. I'm seeing that something is not gone. Something is not lost here. There's something here that there's just something here that is, there's just something here that's just worth, I don't want to say fighting for, because when we're fighting for something, then we're actually going against the law of attraction or the energies. We don't have to fight so much to make something happen. It's more about going with the flow, but we're strong in our own energy is what I'm getting here. We're a force to be reckoned with. So we're standing very strong in our energy here this week. That's really going to help what we're wanting to attract to us in the future. So when it comes to the signs and the symbols, I do want to ask Spirit specifically, even though we already had some, but let's close up the reading with what we're talking about here. What are some signs and some specific things, Spirit, that you want the people that are watching this video to watch out for, whether it's this week or just, from here on out? Let's see. Let's get 3. Ooh, eyes. Beautiful. So there's something about the eyes. And so this is going to speak to some of you that may see your person. You may see your masculine or your feminine. There's something about their eyes. It may be this week or it may just be from here on out. Really pay attention to what their eyes are saying. Maybe sometimes people are saying things, but their eyes are saying something different. So eyes are revealing this week, you guys. It may be that you see somebody else and their eyes remind you of this person, and that's a sign. That is a sign here that there's some kind of an energy here that is telling you that you're on the right, you're on the right path. You're in the correct energy. You're in the right direction. Wow, look at this, you guys. Another number, 444, or just force. 4444, any kind of combination. Your hard work and determination is creating blessed foundations for the future. So again, another confirmation that whatever it is that we're wanting to work towards, whatever it is that we're trying to build, we're creating a blessed foundation for our future. So again, I hate to say this because I don't want people to think that this reading is not about the person that you're plugged into. But regardless of whatever it is that you're trying to create, you're going to create it with somebody who's of your same vibration. So it's either going to be them or it's going to be the right person placed in your path. I just see that people are headed in the right direction. And sometimes it takes other people to get us there. But I feel like we are plugged into something beautiful here for our futures. We have maturity, beard. Wow. So it could be that you see somebody with a beard and somehow this is this energy here of somebody that's maturing. It may be that you see this person again and maybe they have a beard and this is something where you're just like, wow, you know what? They look different. They look more mature, but there's definitely an energy here of maturing. And I love that because the page of the page of cups, page of water has come up 2 times in this reading. And one time it was connected to the masculine. And I really feel like it's connected again to the masculine here. But the masculine is maturing. The masculine is going to be able to mature and rise up to the queen's level, okay? So there is definitely an energy here that is connecting both you and your person this week when it comes to people that are wanting to change and wanting to shift and wanting to mature, whether it's for this connection or whether it's for the betterment of your life in the future. Regardless, I feel like things are headed in the right direction for the person especially that's watching this video, and that things are looking pretty blessed for your future. Things are looking really, really good, especially, like I said, between the next 30 to 45 days, but it could happen sooner than that or later than that. But something major is happening between that time. Whatever is brewing, whatever is growing, whatever is shifting and changing right now matters for the future. And it's going to bring blessed new beginnings. It's going to reveal a lot of maturity, a lot of growth. What people are doing or maybe saying right now might not be matching up, but like, again, regardless of how things seem, people do miss each other. So that's something to also think about this week. So anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.